Hello, everyone. Good day.
Today is yesterday. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I trust everyone is fine. All is good.
No, good afternoon. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank
Good
you.
afternoon.
Yes, it's quite exciting to have you once again um, to this class. It's logistics management to be delivered by Dr. Agyeman Prempeh. And so I think it would be good if we also introduce ourselves so that we can know the dynamics and know how to approach this particular model. So without much ado, please, I need your full names. So kindly rename and then let me know those who I'm dealing with. So all the iPhones and co, kindly share full names so that we can take it from there. Yeah. Yeah, Tony.
Doc, please, I'm Tony Kuma, the rep
Yeah.
for the June call 2025.
Yes, great. So what do you do?
Doc, please, I'm a sales rep at Casa Preco PLC.
Okay, great. Yes, those with iPhone and stuff, please, could you change your names so we can move on? Yeah, Rosita Oforiaka. So you share what you
Yes,
do
doctor.
and what your expectations. Okay, so share what you do and what your expectations are, and then we'll take it from there. Okay?
Okay. My name is Rosita. I'm with Cocoa Marketing Company, and this is my first introduction to the whole procurement and logistics management. I work in a warehouse. I'm a warehouse and port operations officer, and I hope to leave this whole program having been equipped with a deeper knowledge so that I can also contribute more to my role at CMC. Thank you.
Okay. You're most welcome. That's great. Yes. Any other? Isaac Ejaku. Yeah. Hi.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
My name is Isaac Wk1. I work with
Yeah.
a private institution. We deal with hospital consumables and equipment. I'm also here to learn more about procurement and then supply chain to be effective in my workplace.
So your company, what's the name? Or you don't want to tell us what you do so we can even patronize your service?
Oh, dog, it's a small company, a very small company. So I'll tell you later, dog.
Okay. But I'm not so excited with those who want to be hiding what they do. So that's fine. Okay. Yes, any other person?
Yeah, Doc.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Frankie Sufi, speaking from Takrady. I work with Ghana Railway Company as a chief tank officer, and I want to divert to do procurement. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. That's great. All right. Yeah. So any other?
Hello, dog. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
I'm Jodeci Edu. I worked with Gapuma Ghana Limited, an industrial company. I'm in charge of logistics and operation.
and I want to get more ideas and then to understand more about logistics. Thank you.
So that you use it to do?
Actually, to work in the same company because I'm about to manage the logistics department. So I want to gain more knowledge before getting that position.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. Any other? Any other? Oh, I don't have to call you. Just share your thoughts, okay?
Yes, doctor.
Yes.
My name is Richard Humbo. I'm working with Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders. People call it clearing agent. We clear your goods from the ports, land borders, and elsewhere. Yeah. So I'm already in the freight forwarding industry. So I just want to acquire more knowledge so I can work more with the industry.
Okay, that's fine.
But by this, I want to tell my colleagues, including you, that any time that I want to clear goods, maybe coming from outside or going outside the country, you can contact me. I can offer you whatever, whatever. I don't want to talk about everything. Yes, but you know what you already do.
Free advert. Free advert.
Yes, 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 yes. Maybe the document needed for your transaction, if you want to clear any goods or whatever, you can contact me. I can give you advice free.
What you only need is your bill of lading, that's all.
Okay.
But
Thank
the
you.
bill of lading is not the only document, it's not the only primary document that you can use to clear goods. You have
okay.
invoice, proof, yeah, we have
Okay.
other invoices, yeah, other documents. So
Okay.
when you contact me, I can give you advice.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I'm liking what I'm hearing, at least. Now we know that we have seasoned professionals amongst us who will share their experiences. I'm glad to note that. Thank you, sir. Yes, any other?
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Doc, please, my name is Santuajin.
Okay.
I work with electricity company.
ECG.
Hey, I need a separate meter.
Okay, but at the moment I am doing this course because that is where the job has placed me at the materials and
Okay.
I actually did system, both
So are you
undergrad.
Please,
in Taekwondo,
can you allow the head to go ahead, please? Just allow people to flow, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I did communication, both undergrad and master. Because of job, I have to divert procurement. So I'm expecting more of everything because I am fresh background. And
Okay, kindly work on your connection. Looks like we're having some breaks.
please, it's raining heavily over here. That is why.
Oh, okay. I see. Thank you very much for sharing with us what you do and all that.
Good
Yes, so
afternoon.
yeah, good afternoon.
I'm Sarah Dembele, working for Sengobe as a logistics and customer service officer. So my interest joining the program, I really wanted to explore the procurement industry because I want you to try that aspect and see what it will offer to me.
Oh, okay. So you are new in the area, right?
Yeah, let me say yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, any other, please? It'll be good that you let your name ring in my head. It'll be good. You'll thank me later. So go ahead, please. Mandy.
Hello, Doc.
Yes.
Good
So
afternoon.
if you don't mind, Adubia, I don't have your surname. Percy, I don't have your surname. Well, Jasmine, your surname, I need your full name. Elizabeth, is it Elizabeth or that's your name? Please, we don't have much time. Just change the name and then we can introduce ourselves very well and then we can make headways, okay? Please.
My name is Eliza Diodo. It's not Elizabeth.
Okay, Eliza, right?
Yes,
You've
please.
introduced yourself already, right?
Yes. No, please.
So tell us what you
Please,
do,
my
your
name is
name, what.
Eliza, and I'm not working yet.
No, you are looking for opportunities which you are aggressively pursuing, such that you may want to advance in the logistics and supply chain management of a company that you're looking at. Okay?
Yes, please.
Yes, that's how you have to put it, because you should be optimistic and look into the future. All right?
Hello, Doc.
Is that okay, Ali?
Yes, please.
So let me see your face. You are introducing yourself, okay?
Hey,
So I can put a. Yasmin, change your name, okay? Add
Hello,
your.
Doc.
Yes.
Unfortunately, my lights are out here, so it will be hard to see my face because the room is dark. My name is Adubia Peprado. I work with the local government service as a procurement officer.
Local
But
government.
I decided, yes.
Okay. Besides net, the pensions house over there?
No, please. I'm with one of the assemblies.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
As Prof is a
thank
very
you.
good friend of mine. So.
Oh, okay. I'm not with the institute.
Institute? No.
No,
Local
I'm
government.
with the assembly.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. All right. So you're with procurement, right? You're with the procurement department.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So that's great. So we'll get a lot more insight from you as well. All right. Yes. Vinolia, show us your face. Tell us what you do and why your expectations, and then we move on. Vinolia is not here. Okay.
Hello,
If
Doc,
Vinolia is
I'm
not
here.
so talk to us.
Doc, good afternoon. Please, my
Yes.
name is Vinolea Futagi. I work with a fast-moving consumable goods company, Amajestica Ventures. I'm an HR over there.
Okay. All right. So I'm saying that let's see your face when you are introducing yourself. It is not out of place. In a few weeks' time, we'll meet again. There's nothing wrong with showing what, I mean, I'm surprised. Okay, Sarah Dembele.
Yes, sir. I think I've introduced myself already.
Oh, you're already done. Okay.
Hello, bro. Doc.
All right.
Hello,
Yes.
Doc.
Yes.
My name is Amanda Chigbe. I'm with the Ghana Education Service as the supply officer.
Head office.
Hello.
You are the head office. Are you at the
Education office.
You can't show your face, right? Okay, madam. Thank you, Mandy. Good to see you. Yeah, you are with which?
Nice to meet you.
Hello, Doc. Good afternoon.
Ghana Education Service.
Where?
Ghana Education Service.
Yes, Ghana Education Service. Where are you stationed?
Somanya.
Somanya. Okay, good.
Yes, please.
All right, thank you.
And I'm just okay.
What's your expectation for this course?
To exploit the procurement environment, learn more about logistics and procurement.
Great. Okay, wonderful. Right. Yes, any other? Thank you, Mandy.
Good afternoon, Doc.
Percy, let's see you.
Okay, I'm in the car at the moment. Okay. So, my name is Percy Hemans. I work with ICGC head office. I'm in the administration, admin officer, and I want to divert into logistics to learn more about logistics.
Great. That I have one of this here, Percy. All right. Great. I'm with the Act Temple. All right. One.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Sulu Osman. I work with GES as the supply officer. Currently,
Where?
I'm with Accra Girls.
Accra Girls. Okay. Supply officer at Accra Girls. All right. Great. What's your expectation?
My expectation to learn and to improve on my job.
Learn and to improve on your job. Okay. What you're doing, you want to get a lot more strategies and ideas.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Osman. And good to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. You're most welcome.
Hello, Doc.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, my name is Gordon Botry, and then I work with the Ghana Police Service as an investigator. I want to learn more about procurement and then logistics for me to, divert into the procurement department.
Okay, but so why do you want to divert to procurement department?
Because like I have that passion, that zeal for that. That's why I want to divert from the investigation department to the procurement department. So I have to have more knowledge about it before I go into it.
Okay, that's fine. Good to see you, Gordon.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Yasmin Fuseni.
Yeah, I'm Yasmin Fuseni from Sunyani. I'm into buying and selling.
Yes, let's see you.
Yeah. Good husband collection.
What?
Good husband collection.
Okay. Yeah. What is good husband collection? Is that what you do? That's your.
Yeah, that's what I buy and sell.
Okay, that's great. So your company name is Good Husband Collection.
Yes, please.
Okay, nice and interesting name. So why do you need this?
So while I'm buying and selling.
So why do you need this course? What's your expectation?
For now that I'm doing my own work, my expectation is to know much about procurement so that in case I get into a government work, I will know how to deal about it.
Okay. So you're talking about contracts, just your contract with the government, how you're going to procure, how you're going to supply, and all those things, right?
Yes, please.
Thank you so much, Yasmin. It's wonderful having you. Okay.
Thank you, boss.
In the past.
Okay. Wait, who wants to speak?
Hello, Doc.
Richard? Yes. Awuzie Rosemary, show your face.
Okay, Doc, I work with gold board jewelry.
Okay. As the managing director?
No, I'm in production unit. That's where we produce the gold. Oh, that's where we produce the gold jewelries before it's being sent to the marketing department.
So you're in the production unit.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yes, yes, Stephen Tete.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah. Yeah, so I am Eric Sabwasi.
Eric, hold on. I called Stephen, so let Stephen finish and then you come in, okay?
Stephen, you have to unmute.
Stephen, we can't hear you. Stephen, we can't hear you. Please unmute. Stephen, we still cannot hear you. Unmute.
Please can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
All right. So I take it again. My name is Stephen. I'm a health service administrator at our municipal hospital in the central region. Yes. I'm here to have an in-depth knowledge of procurement and logistics management. Thank you.
Oh, okay. That's great. But everybody is here to accompany. So what's different?
Hello, sir.
So everybody, I don't want to hear, I'm here to acquire knowledge. I'm here to acquire
Hello,
knowledge.
sir.
Everybody acquire knowledge. So please share something here.
Hello, sir.
Make sure that by able to imbibe as much information such that you're going to use it to enhance your forwarding activities, because realize that in this day and age you need some strategies, especially when it comes to logistics, technology, etc., and to enhance your. That's what I want to be hearing, than just to acquire knowledge to improve your work. That's all. So yes, well, set 30.
Hello, Doc. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes. Yes, good afternoon.
I'm Seth Tete. I'm one of your old students.
Hey, set 30. Okay, I see. Yes, what do you do? You
I'm
stay with the
Permafix.
Yeah, with what? Prefix?
Yeah, Permafix.
Okay.
I'm into warehousing.
Okay, great.
I'm learning more to enhance my work experience at Permafix.
Great, and good to have you once again. And thank you for choosing our department. It shows that we are doing something right, and
Thank you, sir.
that is wonderful to know. Thank you, and good.
Thank you.
Yes, Eric Boachi.
Hello, sir.
Boachi. Okay, so if Eric Boachi is not ready, Josephine Amwa. Josephine.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Yeah. Good afternoon.
We can't see you.
Okay. Eric and Sabwache. With Gensa Energy as logistics associate. Yeah. So my expectations is to get more information about my knowledge, logistics, so that I can be effective in my operations.
Okay, Eric, thank you. Yes, I think I called the lady. Yes. Harun Hamidia.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes,
Please, I'm
good
here.
Okay.
From GPHA Security. Takrade.
That's wonderful.
Yes, I want to switch to go to procurement department. That's why I'm doing this program.
Then you are welcome. We're hoping
Thank
that
you. Thank you, sir.
come alive.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, so Poku Lawrence.
Hello, sir. Sir, good afternoon.
Yes, good.
My name is Topoku Lawrence. I'm from Koforidia. I work with the Department of Gender, Koforidia. And then I also have my own company, Loridak Enterprise. We deal in the supply of flour, wheat flour, from Olam. So I want to enter into the field of supply chain management so that I can use that knowledge to enhance my business in the field of the supply of the flour. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Domination.
Charles. Charles, please add your surname, okay? So that I can know your full name. All right.
Yeah, hello, Doc. My name is Charles Apia, Charles Oswapia Jr. I am in Cocoa Board.
So I don't know the rest. I won't know. So kindly rename.
Okay, sure. I'll do that.
So that I can get the full name.
All right.
Yeah, Isaac.
Hello?
Okay, looks like Isaac Obin is not ready. Okay. Gabriela, is it Asantua?
Yes, please, Doc. I've done my introduction. The lady from ECG.
Okay, the lady from ECG. What do you do there?
I'm at the Materials and Transport Department.
Materials and Transport, okay. You're in Accra, right?
No, please. I'm in Hohoi District, the warehouse at Hohoi.
Hohoi District Warehouse, okay. Okay, good. Yeah, Frankie Sylvie.
Doc, I've already introduced myself. I said I'm from Takrade. Hello.
Yes, maybe we didn't see you, that's why. Okay, so okay, Uncle Frankie Sufi. Yeah, good to see you. So I guess everyone has introduced Jude. I'm not sure I've heard of Jude. Thank you, Uncle Frank. Yes, Jude.
Hello, Doc. I have. I was the second person.
And what do you do?
I work at Gapuma Ghana Limited.
Okay,
Gapuma. And then at the logistics department.
Okay, great. Yeah.
So
what is your expectation?
In our department, it looks like it is a new department that we are trying to erupt, and I want to know more about the logistics since I'll be heading that department.
That's wonderful. So we would indeed need your expertise and your experience so you can share with us. Okay, so I guess, Charles, you can't rename, huh? What's your surname?
Charles Uswapia. I'm trying to rename, but I'm not getting the right icon to tap on.
Okay, I've done that for you.
Okay, Charles Uswapia, yes, please. Thank you very much, Doc.
And so tell us what you do and your...
Okay. I'm with Cocoa Board. Yes, the extension units. But I have great passion for logistics, and I intend to open my own logistics company very soon.
That's awesome. Great.
Thank you.
Great. Nice ambition. Okay, so it means that we are done, right? Did I hear from Vinulia?
Yes, Doc.
That you do, what do you do? Vinulia, what do you do?
Hello, Doc. Please, I am an HR in a shopping mall. I'm at Jessica Ventures.
Okay, all right. Okay, great. All right, so I guess we are done. I've heard from, I think, all of you. Yes, very interesting job titles that you have. So would zoom in to look at a bit of the outline so that we can familiarize ourselves with what we are going to do. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, I have not introduced myself yet.
Yeah, so I've asked who is next, who is
Sorry, I
left.
didn't. The network is breaking, so I didn't hear. Sorry, sir. My name is Daniel.
No problem.
Daniel Tete Sikachua Dinoti. I'm into consumable FSCG. I work with Agyeman Jessica Ventures.
Oh, okay. So you are in the same branch with the other lady?
Please, yes. Please, yes.
Okay. Agyeman Jessica Ventures. Okay. I see. Yes, any other person? Samsung. I see Samsung. Who is that, please? Are you Daniel? Using the Samsung phone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am.
Okay.
I'll change it right now, sir.
Daniel what? Daniel Daniel
Tesikachu Adinoti.
Okay, let me make it Daniel.
Tesikachu Adinoti. Okay, sir.
All right, so let's see a few of the things that we intend to look out for, okay? All right, I've shared my screen. I don't know if you see. Please, are you seeing my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is Ghana Communication Technology Investing, continuing and distance education. Your course is MSc Procurement and Supply Chain Management. So this will be a study guide. We'll quickly have a glance, and then zoom in to look at what we have for your course. So MLT 513 is the course code with logistics management. So you're in level 500, name of author, Dr. Agyeman Prempeh, Institute of Continuing and Distance Education. Let me go quickly and look at the so that should be, I'll share my contact and email as well. So course overview, comprehensive strategic understanding of logistics management and its critical role in supporting organizational performance, competitiveness and sustainability across global and regional supply chains. So students, we would examine the core components of logistics systems, such as transportation, warehousing, inventory management, order fulfillment, packaging, material handling, and distribution, and how these elements work together to ensure the efficient, responsive, and cost-effective flow of goods, services, and information from origin to final consumption. And then also you're going to pay special attention to logistics challenges and opportunities within emerging economies. We're going to use this. Richard, mute you. Okay. So we also address contemporary development shaping logistics management, including digital transformations, e-logistics automation, some fourth industrial technologies, and then also equip you with the conceptual and practical competencies required to manage logistics operations effectively and contribute to strategic decision-making in modern organizations. So in terms of learning approach, we're going to use problem-based approach, okay? So it is indeed student-centered instructional approach in which learning is driven by exploration and resolution of real-world problems. Okay, so the primary aim is to develop flexible and transferable knowledge, strengthen analytical and problem-solving skills and abilities, and then promote self-directed learning. All right, so this course would adopt the problem-based learning approach.
Hello,
okay.
Hello, Sammy.
Okay, so the course delivery format, we're going to use the Moodle learning management system as we're using now. Okay, we'll have video live sessions. I'll send you some slides, some reading materials, and we're going to indeed have some test quizzes, assignments, etc. When you have assignments, kindly do not forget to submit them before time. Okay, before time. Announcement will be posted as well for you to know what to do. Okay, so with regards to the knowledge, we want you to demonstrate understanding of foundational concepts and framework of logistics management. Logistics. So the skills we are hoping you to have is to exhibit skills in analyzing real-world scenarios to determine logistics as a competitive strategy. Okay, design frameworks, use tools like fleet management, tracking systems, warehouse management systems, etc., to enhance the logistics management. Okay, so at the end of the day, you'll be competent in working collaboratively in diverse teams to plan and deliver projects that brings life to the logistics strategy, apply ethical reasoning and responsibilities in logistics design, communicate and collaborate with other logistics firms to effectively look at regulatory frameworks that would enhance the technical and non-technical logistics matters. So that is how we're going to look at things. So assessment and grading, we will have some individual assignments, which will constitute about 10% of the marks. Okay, we will also look at group assignments, 15%, and there will be a written exams. Okay, written exams, which constitutes 60%. All right, so indeed, we also have some short essays at this level. I'll give you some short essays, okay, for you to do. Hopefully, if you are able to do a presentation, that will also be awesome. Okay, so we have individual assignment, group term paper, submission guidelines are already given. And then we also have a plagiarism policy, okay, no form of copying. And so you should be wary about that so that you can do original work. You take your work through the 1018 system that we have. I'm sure that the ICDU will take you through so that you can indeed submit your works, reports, etc. through the 1018 software. So there's recommended reading, okay, or recommended tests, which I would indeed send to your course rep to be given to you as well. So you have Hans Christian's logistics management. You also have supply chain logistics management, integrated approach, and all that. So indeed, that is what the expectations are. So in our first session, we're going to look at logistics as a whole in the global business in the 21st century, where we would indeed demonstrate adequate knowledge introducing logistics management so that you can indeed familiarize yourself with the logistics activity. So that is it for now, as far as the study guide for MSc Procurement and Logistics, Procurement and Supply Chain Management is concerned. I'll later on share it with your course rep, and it will also be on the Moodle platform for you to also assess, so you know what it is that you have to do. Any questions, please? Yeah, Jude. Yes, Jude. Yes, Jude. Your hand is up.
Hello, Doc.
Yes.
Hello, Doc.
Yes.
Please, I just realized that the course code is 513, but what we registered was 521. Sorry, 511. Is it the same?
Okay, I'll look it up, and then if I have to make amends, I'll do that. No problem.
Okay, so thank you.
Yeah, no problems. Yes, any other question? Okay, so if there are no questions, I guess we can indeed move on. If you just joined us, let us know so that we can know who you are. I see Frank. Add your surname, and then you can tell us who you are and what you do and why you are here. All right? Okay. Okay, so that is it for the that is it for the course outline. Let's see what we have as far as the slides are concerned. Okay. All right, so screen shared, can you see?
Yes, please.
Okay, awesome. So let's see what we have for today. I mean, course objectives has adequately been shared, so I would go on. Yeah. Then I've also indicated this to you through the, okay. These are some of the expectations, yeah? Okay. All right. Okay. So I see free transport and distribution. Yes, so we have our guy here who is going to give us a lot more insight, right? Freight forward, are you here? Hello, our
Yes,
freight
Doc,
forwarder
I'm here.
friend. Are you a Richard, huh? Richard Kubo. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, great. So this will be our learning
Doc, I'm here.
outcomes. And then, as I said, I've shared the essential reading. I'll share it with your course rep and all that. Okay. So managing logistics. I mean, the business environment is characterized by intense competition, and therefore organizations are seeking for ways to be competitive through the enhancement and creation of excellence as far as value to their customers are concerned. And so they want to extend value. They want to ensure that, that value enhances the lot of the customer and also make their businesses flourish as far as the competition is concerned. Again, the expectation is that they will want to find strategies to be able to be resilient within the market. And so there's an increasing need for companies to ensure that they actually beat their customers. They beat their competitors rather in a global market, looking at making sure that they manage costs adequately, making sure that the quality of service is unmatched. They also make sure that they develop logistics systems that are more efficient than those that were traditionally employed. And that is why in this day and age, you see loads of movements, okay, using smaller, very efficient either vehicles or cycles to move goods and services across the length and breadth of various markets. And in China, a lot more of the bikes that they use are electric. And so in terms of fuel maximizing strategies, they are indeed there, because then you don't require a lot more energy to move around. Okay, so they are indeed more inclined to the use of electric motorcycles and even electric cars, which has been cited as very, very efficient. So as far as logistics operations and its management is concerned, many organizations are really veering into that and using that as a strategic tool to achieve organizational corporate objectives. Okay, so in terms of the hierarchy of logistics management decisions, we have what we call the strategic, the tactical, and then the operational or routine activities that constitute the decisions that are taken. So you realize that for more or less location, choice of where the company is supposed to be sited, the modes, the vendor choices, and all, you're looking into the future. And many a times those, because when you site a warehouse at a place, you've done your analysis and make sure that as for this place, indeed you're going to be there for a while. basically between 5 and probably 10 years. You want to be stable and all that. So those ideas or those decisions are strategically inclined because you're looking at the long term, and you cited there in order to be able to be strategic, in order to be able to competitive, knowing very well that that particular enclave that you have placed your business is going to be there for the foreseeable future. Then you also have some tactical decisions that are taken. Okay, so here you're looking at throughput levels, distribution routes, employment levels, etc. So these are more or less midterm activities where you want to ensure that various distribution channels that you're going to use are in tandem with your corporate objectives, such that indeed those channels will make you a competitive choice as far as the market is concerned. And then again, you look at the very routine activities, vehicle scheduling, tracking orders, and all those are more of operational. Okay, and so you realize that the scope of activities changes as one moves from operational to the strategic. And so, in many a times, strategic decisions are taken by top management, and then it trickles down to operational, where you can have various supervisors also ensuring that whatever has been decisions have been taken at a strategic level trickles down to ensure that they are they permeate the operational activities. So these are the three main decision layers that are seen in the logistics arena. Okay, so the scope, the time frame, and the uncertainties actually inches up as time commences or as the various activities are seen. So indeed, recognizing logistics operations and net management throughout a firm is one of the very key areas of any business. Okay, because the goal is to ensure that there's an enhancement in service, whilst we indeed ensure the cost of managing that company is indeed considered in the barest minimum. Because in our world, terms of logistics can be quite a daunting task. Okay, can be quite expensive. If you look at the various prices of fuel and even electricity, you would realize that if you should add it to the various costs, it's quite hefty. And so the key of logistics management is to emphasize the integration of various activities to be able to coordinate information throughout the entire organization, especially through its supply chains, from the suppliers to the customers, or even from the customers to the suppliers. So it is indeed a two-way affair. We have the forward bit of logistics and then the reverse bit of logistics, and each particular one have to be managed as adequately as possible, because all of them, you're looking at how best to be efficient and effective, not only to ensure that the customer is excited, but to also ensure that the forward and backward activities are done cost effectively. So indeed, logistics is diverse and a dynamic function, and indeed, sometimes the terms that are used sometimes connotes different activities. So for example, logistics is seen as material management with distribution. Others too have considered it as supply chain. Sometimes they are seen as physical distribution or even demand chain management, etc., etc. So you are looking at an array of facilities overseeing incoming and outgoing shipments, its documentation, etc., etc. So in other areas, we are saying that logistics has to do with material management through production and then to physical distribution to various entities. It could be warehouses, it could be retail outlets, and even directly to user customers. So logistics is indeed inventory in motion, or it can be inventory even at rest. Okay, and when seen as inventory in motion, it means that indeed it is moving from one point to another. And indeed, wherever it is moving from has to be considered. Wherever it is moving to has to also be considered. So it means that the appropriate tool to move it from one point to the other has to be considered. And the conditions under which these product or services move from one point to another will have to also be considered, because you are looking at how efficient you can get it there, how effective you can get it there, and how critical you want that particular inventory to get there at a particular point in time. Okay, so all these considerations are made before even the inventory moves. How about that at rest? What is the condition under which that particular inventory should lie in? So it comes back to the characteristics of where the inventory is being kept. Is it suitable? Is it cold enough? Is it warm enough? What's the temperature? Is it secured enough? Okay, do you use the appropriate tools to carry it from one point, even within? How about the layout? Okay, what type of warehousing, or what's the characteristics of that particular warehouse? Okay, is it designed to be user-friendly? What's the layout? And how would that indeed help with quick arrangements within that enclave? So all these are very, very important areas that logistics actually considers. Because a bit of history as far as the NATO Logistics Handbook of 1997 is concerned. So we are saying that there's the science of planning and carrying out the movement and maintenance of forces as far as, those, the handbook is concerned. So it's mainly looked at the fact that logistics was seen as a military operation. Okay, so looked at the design and development, acquisition, storage, transport, distribution, maintenance, evacuation, and disposition of materials, which were indeed meant for military activities. Transport of personnel was also looked at, acquisition or construction, maintenance, operation, and disposition of facilities. Okay, all that was indeed budgeted under logistics, acquisition of furnishing of services, and even medical and health support. So all this was indeed part of logistics. But in quite recent times, there's been different approaches to trying to come up with a definition for logistics. So by Knight Redland Logistics Report some time back, okay, was seen as the total management of key operational activities or functional units in the supply chain. So you are talking about production, you're looking at procurement, you're looking at distribution, etc., etc. So indeed, with regards to that particular report, total management included distribution, included warehousing, inventory, transport, and even delivery. But when it comes to Crompton et al. 2001, logistics is the process of managing both the movement and storage of goods and materials from source to point of ultimate consumption and the associated information flow. So you realize that with this particular one, we are looking at managing the movement, which is indeed transporting, managing the storage of the goods, so warehousing, warehouse management, and then you are looking at materials moving from source to point, so from one point to the other, where you're talking about source, which presupposes that the warehouse or the supplier's enclave to the ultimate consumption, which is the consumer's enclave, and then looking at how information flows in between. That is also very, very important to be managed, because that is central. If you are not communicating, then what are you distributing? What are you sending? What are you moving? What quantity are you moving? To who? To where? And how? All these questions indeed have to be very well articulated before the there is any movement at all. But according to the Council of Logistics Management Professionals, logistics is seen as part of the supply process or supply chain process, part of the supply chain process. Okay, so indeed, it means that it is part of the supply chain. Supply chain is more like the mother, and as part of the supply chain, you have logistics. That plans. So as I was saying, before anything moves, there has to be some form of planning. What are you planning? Okay, you are planning for the people who are sending. You are planning the means through which it is sent. You are planning the information that has to go before. You are planning the information that you go with. You are planning the information that you are expecting that after delivery it comes back. You are planning of what mode you should use to send the goods, which will make it efficient and effective and costly managed. You are looking at how best you can plan all this. So it requires some planning. And when you have planned, you don't leave it there. Because if you leave it there, then your plan will be with you for a very long time. You need to implement the plan, put it into action. Okay, and once you have put it into action by implementing, you control. So you track the movement of the product from one point to the other. You track, if it is you track the transport mode, you track, you follow through. If there's any redress, you quickly look at it. Okay, in an effective and efficient, so efficiency, you're looking at timeousness. Okay, timeousness and being very responsive. Okay, the flow and storage of goods, services, and related information. The flow of what? Information, the flow of goods, the flow of services, and you're looking at the related information. So it means that there has to be prompt information sharing. The information that is shared has to be legitimate. The information that is being shared has to be shared appropriately through the right channels from one point of origin. Okay, so you have to know exactly where you are and how best you can get to the point of consumption in a much more efficient and effective manner. Okay, in order to meet the customer's requirements. So what is the customer's requirement? You need to know so that you fulfill what the customer needs are. The reason why I'll hit on the customer requirement is that customers' requirements are different. Some may require timeousness as success. Some will look at only the quality of the product as if they don't care about the time it will come. Some are looking at the time, some are looking at the personnel. This is the professionalism level of the personnel who will carry the goods to them. So these are very, very important points that you should be pondering about. So there's been quite a number of concerns shared by different people, but predominantly what I have shared is indeed that which indeed stands tall. So this is, let's look at an overview of the business logistics. Okay, so if you're in a company like Casaproc, okay, you're looking at your inbound logistics. What is that? So you are looking at the raw materials, the parts, components that are brought into the organization. Okay, so indeed, you need to initially process or create all these channels such that you are able to ensure that your inbound logistics is as legitimate as possible. And when you talk about inbound, it means that you have gone through some procurement processes. You have considered the transportation arrangement. You have looked at the warehousing arrangement and you have also considered the production scheduling, which will feed into your demand schedules. Okay, so that you know that, okay, if it's every week that I should receive 10,000 pieces of sugar, for example, then you know that, okay, so you need 10,000 bags of sugar every week. So that is indeed a type of inventory management. where there's a periodic replenishment of stock. So sometimes the supplier will not even wait for you to call because they know the schedule already and they know the quantity to supply already. So inbound logistics is very, very important. Okay, how the product indeed gets into the organization. Okay, then there is indeed some material management where you look at how best the goods can be processed into usable products and services for the onward distribution. So the finished goods will have to then be moved from the production premises probably to either a warehouse within the organization or to a distributor or to some other warehouses outside of the premises of the company. Okay, so there's distribution to various warehouses and wholesalers. Okay, that is indeed what we call the outbound logistics. Okay, outbound logistics. Right after it moves out of the production area, that is outbound logistics. So it can be within the organization or without the organization. Then there is distribution. The physical distribution would then be that these distributors would then move them from their warehouses to the retailers' outlets. Okay, so that you and I, when we get to ShopRite, we can just pick any of the goods and then use it. So indeed, just give some semblance of what indeed happens as far as the business with logistics is concerned. But of course, sometimes there's kind of misconception between looking at logistics management and supply chain management. They are two different things. Management has to do with ensuring that goods and services move seamlessly between companies, from one company to the other, until the product or service gets into the hands of the consumer. So it is through that you have logistics. Okay, so here we are looking at logistics as the movement. Okay, as a movement, as part of planning, as part of the supply chain. So what indeed drives the supply chain is logistics. Where you are planning, you want to implement, and then you want to control the efficient and effective movement of goods, services, works, okay, and its related information from one point to the other in a manner that will be cost effective and all that, to make sure that the customer's experience is enhanced or the customer's requirements are adequately met. Okay, so that is indeed the difference between supply chain, which is a larger concept than the logistics. Okay. So there are some key drivers of logistics operations. Key drivers of logistics operations. Before I come to the key drivers, any questions so far with what we have discussed? Any questions with what we have discussed? Okay, so if you are not asking questions, then I would ask questions. Okay. Jude 2:4. I'm not sure I've heard Jude 2:4. Jude 2:4, are you with us? Jude. Can you talk to us? So I've indicated that this class is, we're going to have a very dynamic class. We share information, we talk, we discuss. So if you can't be part of the discussion, then I don't know why you should even be here. Okay. If everybody's mic decides not to work, would we have a class? Who would I then be talking to? So please, let's make sure that when we are coming to class, we are coming to focus on what we are doing. I don't take certain excuses. And all this that we are doing is part of your continuous assessment. But of course, I mean, this is an adult class, master's degree class. If you don't want to be part of this and you want to probably come back again, I'm still here. And I will still be here to look at logistics management. So please, let's take a cue from this and then make sure that we are engaging. Okay, if perchance you have an issue or something, you can discuss it with your course rep, and I would indeed get to know. Because this is a serious business. I'm passionate about what I do, and so we have to ensure that we learn and acquire the skills as much as we can. Yes, Tony.
Hello, Doc. Please, Beautiful just sent a message on our Zoom platform. He's saying that he's having issues with his mic. He's not able to use it. So he has sent a message, of course.
Okay. But this is what I'm saying, that if you know that you have a problem with your mic, you have to find a means. It's like saying that, okay, there was a particular student who was always telling me that, okay, I have internet issues, my connection. Every time the person joins, he will be saying that it's my connection. But if you know that you have a connection, you have issues with internet connectivity at a particular place, do you still use that place subsequently? It beats my imagination. So this person wants to come back and come and do the course again. And why? We would help you to come back and come and do the course again. So these flimsy excuses, please, let's try to avoid it as much as we can. So yes, any question before we go on to look at the key drivers of logistics? Tony, your hand is still up, if you can. Yes, any? Okay, Judas Yedu. Hello, Judas Yedu.
Hello, sir.
Yes, is it possible to share what logistics is in your opinion from what we have discussed? What is logistics management?
The little understanding I had was that logistics is the process of managing both the movement and storage of goods and materials. So how you manage it right from the source to the warehouse, those processes always need logistics.
Okay, but you know that before you manage, you need to plan what you want to do so that then you can put in some actions that would manage what you have planned. You get it?
Okay.
So you need to plan. If you're talking about storage and movement, you need to plan the storage so that you can work in order to implement what you have planned and be able to adequately manage what you have. Are you with me?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
yeah. Yeah, Jude, are you getting my?
Yes, please. So if I'm understanding that, meaning with respect to the storage, like you need a warehouse, a well-equipped warehouse for such processes.
Yes, but of course, if you don't plan, okay, so you are looking at forward and backward movement of goods and services, information. Understand, but you need to plan and implement and control some processes. All these processes, you need to plan, implement, and control them.
Sure.
Else, you cannot get efficient and effective management of what you have. If you don't plan, you can't manage.
Sure.
You get the point, yeah. So that is indeed just an addition. I must also say that it's not just about to the customer. It's also from the customer back to the organization. We manage, which we call the reverse logistics.
Reverse logistics.
Reverse. All right. Yeah, sure.
So those are the dynamics. Yes, Tony, you have something to add? Tony, your hand is up.
Doc, please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Hello.
you now.
Yeah, please, I would like to contribute to what logistics management also means, pertaining to where I work at. For instance, when it comes to logistics management, here, before we do planning and forecasting. We determine how much product needs to be produced and to be delivered based on sales forecasts, seasonal demand, and the market trends. We deal in beverages, alcoholic beverages, and carbonated soft drinks, then water as well. So for the beverage, this is especially important because demand fluctuates with weather, and then holidays and promotions as well. Then we also do procurement and supply coordination. Yeah, we ensure that.
Hello, Tony.
Yes, Doc.
We use this scenario you brought in with regards to weather, and it presupposes that you need to plan the production schedule, isn't it? To be able to relate that relationship. That is sales against weather conditions. It means that you need to indeed plan about the production schedule. Is that not the case? Is that not the case?
Yes, Doc.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, Doc,
Tony, please go ahead.
as I was saying, we also do supplier coordination. We ensure that our raw materials arrive on time from suppliers so that production isn't delayed. So this will include the negotiating delivery schedules, managing purchase orders, and then tracking inbound logistics. So in short, this is what we do in terms of logistics management.
Okay, so the last bit is also very important, coordinating the transport and distribution, making sure that the various channels that are being used are adequately managed, because you need to make sure that the channels are fluid, the channels are free from all manner of distractions, so that you are timeous with your deliveries, etc., etc. So beyond that, you also might have to manage the fleet. If you have a dashboard which should show where various fleets are moving towards, indeed the truck indicated that they are taking 100 cartons of water to Koforidua. Are they on that stretch? Are they being tracked? Were there any stoppages? Why were they stopping? Were they stopping at the appropriate places? If they have to refuel and all that, are they the appropriate? I mean, that kind of a thing. So indeed, if you plan, you execute, you need to control and monitor and evaluate the whole process. Yeah. Any other contribution? Yeah, Richard, I think I heard you talking.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In storage or in warehousing, we have to look at the nature of the item and the type of item that we are storing. Some items are, I'm into freight forwarding. So I'm using item or goods. Please forgive me. You have to know the nature of good that is being stored. Some goods are, let's say, dangerous goods. Some are chemicals or some are the items that you can't mix with the other. The reaction will not be okay for the environment and the people around.
Okay,
And
so
when you are moving the goods to, or the item, when you are moving the goods to, you have to know the nature of goods, the particular item that will call for the type of transportation or type of transport that you need to use. Some items
yeah,
are
Richard.
refrigerated. Yes, sir.
Yes, we are listening.
Some items have to be refrigerated because movement. Let's say moving. Let's say moving a fridge, a fish. Let's say taking a fish from coastal from Accra to Takoradi. Yes, you have to get a refrigerated container before transporting it. So those things have to be looked at when you are working with logistics or you are dealing in logistics. You have to look at the nature of the goods, the type of item, and how fragile it is, and how it is carried or it is moved from one place to another place. We have to look at that one too, please.
Very well, very well. Yes, well articulated. Thank you, Richard. Yes, Charles.
Yes, Doc. I think logistics management basically has to do with strategic governance of the entire process, looking at it from the planning stage to the implementation stage and the controls to ensure efficient flow of goods and services and information from point of origin to the consumption or to the consumer. And you said that the reverse would be the vice versa. So I wanted to know whether the vice versa, the reverse aspect, will it be only flow of information or goods can also go back to the point of origin?
Okay, so well, you mentioned strategic
governance.
What do you mean by that?
So strategic governance of the entire process, meaning the planning of the goods, the implementation, and the controls of efficient flow with respect to warehousing from the supplier, the whole chain. From the
reason I'm asking is that it is not all the activities. If you look at the layer I talked about, you have strategic, you have tactical, you have what? Operational.
Okay.
So when you only strategic, it seems as if the rest has been left
behind. Okay.
So maybe you can talk about, the total governance, something like that. It incorporates all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
But a good question, talking about the return. As of course, it's goods that you indeed delivered. And so they've realized that, okay, so probably there's a defect. Probably there are several recalls. If you look at Toyota sometimes recalls a lot of their cars. They don't recall only information, they recall the cars itself.
Okay.
So they brought back. So the cars are also brought back. But you see, how it is planned is also very important. And so you have to have a policy on your returns.
Okay.
Okay. Return goods. What do you do? Do you give them new ones or you repair and send? Or what? How do you go about? So all that will have to be planned, implemented, and controlled, just as you do for the forward, you do same for the reverse. And in recent times, there's been a lot of talk about sustainability and going green and things like that. So very, very important that that aspect is also incorporated into various policies that influence effective management of logistics. Yes, thank you, Charles, for your contribution. Yes, any other contribution? Rosemary. Hello, Rosemary.
Hello, Doc.
What do you have to say about all that we have shared so far?
Hey. Doc, please, my network was not good. I wasn't really hearing you.
Okay. Now let it pass this time around. Eliza, from what you have heard, what do you have to say? Hello, Eliza. Okay. Rosita, tell us something from what you have heard so far.
Okay. So, Doc, I'll also relate it to my work at CMC, Cocoa Marketing Company, where we warehouse and keep the cocoa and prepare it for shipment. So the peak season is normally from October to December and sometimes January. So before we open the season, there is planning, major planning, where our warehouses are clean and whitewashed. Our pallets are clean and whitewashed to receive all the cocoa. Aside that, since we liaise with freight forwarders, shipping agents for containers to be available, because during the peak season, the flow of cocoa is very high. So we need to receive and ship them, prepare them flow from the upcountry. So the planning stages is mostly in the month of August, September, where we make sure that all these things are in place. And then delivery to the local factories, we liaise with the transporters like AMP, CAC, Menlex, so that when it's time, we don't delay. Because at some point in the season, especially around February to, let's say, June, when it's lean season, some of the times you plan the work that today we are doing maybe metric tons of cocoa to Cargill or Barry, our local factories here. You go to work, prepare everything, labor is available, clerks to work are available, but the transporters will fail to deliver the transports to convey the cocoa to their warehouses. And in the day's work, you can only do maybe 100 tons out of 500 tons. Although we have planned. So maybe I relate it to them not planning on their end. That is why they are unable to deliver on their services to us. So, Doc, that is what I can also add to it.
Fantastic. I mean, so you see, as I indicated from the assertion made by, well, I'll get used to the name, whether it was Jude or somebody. I was saying that, poor planning would definitely lead to poor delivery. Okay, your peak season. So what do? You plan to meet it. Okay, you plan to meet it. Exactly. So with proper planning, you're able to deliver. With poor planning, then it means that, there are issues. There are issues that indeed could have been avoided. Okay, could have been avoided as much as possible. This morning I was teaching managing risk in projects. I was saying that, as much as possible, look at the avoidance bit as a risk response. Avoid. And then you have an array of information you can indeed utilize to make sure that you are on point. You're able to effectively do what you have to do. You understand? So I think that is fine. Maybe we take the last bit. Who else is sharing their thoughts? Adobia, you wanna put in your thoughts?
Doc, okay. So what I gathered is that logistics management is about planning, implementing, managing, controlling, and movement of goods, information, and services from the source to the ultimate consumer and vice versa.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's fine. So we don't have to plan.
Oh, I said planning. That is what I started with. I said planning, implementation, management and movement of goods,
You don't.
information and services.
You think controlling and monitoring is important in the process?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Why?
please, it is.
Why?
Hello, Doc. Didn't
Yes.
hear what you said.
Why do you have to control and monitor the whole process? Why?
If you don't monitor and control, it might end up in the wrong place.
What might
Or
end
it
up?
might, I mean, the goods and the services and everything that makes up the logistics might end up in the wrong place. And it means it might affect production and every other part of the supply chain, if I may say.
Sure. Okay, that's a good try. Great. Thank you. Yes.
From my understanding,
Yes, yes.
district management is the process of planning, moving, storing, and controlling goods from where they are made to where customers need them.
Okay. That's also a good try, Yasmin. Thank you. But at least you out the controlling and monitoring bit, which is also crucial. Okay. And before you move the goods, you need to have some form of communication, isn't it? So there has to be some information sharing. Else, as Adubia indicated, it will be taken to somewhere else. You want the goods to go to Addis Ababa. It will end up in Yugoslavia. It adequately share information on the goods. So that bit has to definitely be part of your logistic itinerary.
Is
that okay, Jasmine?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you, boss.
Jude.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, per the definitions that I'm hearing, I want to find out, is timing not a necessity?
Is what?
Timing.
Oh, so that's the timing. If you're talking about time, you're looking at efficient. So that's why you have efficient and effective in the definition. Timing is very, as I shared initially, that some customers would indeed indicate that, because of the time you deliver, then you are indeed serving them some quality, services. You're extending quality services because of your timeousness. Yeah.
Thank you.
Doc.
Yes, hello, Doc. Yeah, Doc, good afternoon. So I've changed my gadgets now so I can talk. Sorry for the initial reaction. So I think a lot has been said already about the logistics management, but my take here is that you asked Adobia the essence of why control and planning. So I wanted to chip in something. I'm coming from the health sector, where we move, let's say, cold chain items. And for instance, in the hinterlands, they all need the vaccines and all that to take care of patients. But it's not just about moving the goods, but it's about the mode of transport, not just transport, but you need to move the goods in a cold chain. So when she defined logistics management, that is where I come in with the efficiency, aside the planning, the effective movement of the goods from one point to the other in an efficient manner and in the right conditions. So that's what I just wanted to add. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Very useful information there, Jude. Thank you so much. And you have all this information under your sleeves and your mic was disturbing you. Okay, thank you. All right, Rosemary.
Doc.
Yes.
Doc, please, can I say logistic management make sure the right product gets to the right place at the right time and the right quality, in the right quality and at
So
the right cost.
right quality, right place, right time, right quantity, right, all the rights, about 7 of the rights, all of them, you can add them. That's wonderful. Thank you. Yes, Tony.
Yeah, thank you, Doc. Please, you asked Adobia why the need for monitoring, controlling and monitoring. I would like to say something about it because I'm also into that field. Doc, it is very important to monitor and then control. First to ensure that deliveries are on time. Secondly, you have to do that to reduce losses and theft. If you don't monitor your stocks, you end up facing theft issues. Also, it also avoids stock out and excess inventory. Yeah. In my case, we use there's a small kind of divider we use, the POS, that we are able to monitor stocks, whether we have excess or we have shortage. We also use the enterprise resource planning tool. That's finance, stocks, and then even raw materials. Yeah. Then when you don't also plan or monitor, you have to do that to also manage costs. For instance, fuel, storage, and then transport. Even our trucks that we use, our trailers that we use, we put devices on them to monitor fuel, and then even fuel theft. Yeah, because we've been facing issues like that as well. Then to maintain customer satisfaction and ensure that your performance meets against that target. So this is my take. Thank you, Doc.
Very well articulated. That's a very nice one. But I see Galaxy A32. Who is that? I see Samsung. Please don't let us have all these. Please let us have your names. Okay? You will thank me later. If I don't mention your names, it means that I won't give you any continual assessment. Okay, so please let the names be. I see only Percy. I don't know if it is the old Percy or the new Percy. I see Samsung SM. I see only Asara. I see Galaxy A32. I'm not sure I'll come to this again. So please change them to your full names so that I can know that you are in class. I take class attendance. If you write Galaxy, it's not your name. If you do that for the next, we are meeting how many times? So if you do that for the next 3 times or 4 times, it means that you are not in class. I can't give you any assessment on that. Okay, so let's go back and look at the drivers, key drivers of logistics. I think some, Tony mentioned about ERP system, and I will juxtapose that with the key driver here, which is IT integration. So you mentioned ERP system, and this system integrates all the major functions in the organization so that at some level, because there are protocols, at some level you can see, okay, so what marketing is doing as far as the product movement is concerned, or as far as bringing in the concerns of the customers or consumers is. Look at sales. What is it? How is movement of a particular product? Why is it moving? And all that. All those information are shared so that production will also know, because then it will mean that we have to plan how to produce those key products which are moving in the market are the ones that we may have to focus on. It means that you have to also procurement will also have to look at it, because then it means that some significant quantities will have to be procured so it can meet the demand, because then production will also have to take it up and then produce to meet the demand and all those things. So you see how it is. So there's integration of all the functional areas such that there is visibility as far as the management of the logistics and supply chain is concerned. so that you can also know the number of trucks that you have to engage at every point in time. Those who are moving into particular market, if it is Kumasi, Accra, Tema, wherever it is, then you know. Then it also fits into the planning of the delivery. When to move what goods to where, with what mode. Very important. Okay, so that's the IT integration. That is a key driver. Again, you talk about speed. Oh, let me look at the first one, which is cost. Of course, if you plan very well, you are managing the cost. Planning is key as far as cost is concerned. And again, we have to look at the total cost of ownership. If you're talking about cost, we have to consider the total cost of ownership. Write it down. Total cost of ownership. Go and look at what it is, and then you tell me about it next week. Assignment 1 is total cost of ownership and why it is relevant in logistics for the 21st century company. Total cost of ownership and how important or relevant it is for the 21st century company. All right, so that is very important. You look at speed. Now you and I have become sophisticated as customers. Everybody wants their product or service at a particular time because people have planned and make plans and want to indeed engage such that they can meet plans. And speed is indeed one of the very fine responsiveness as far as a company is concerned. Once there is some swiftness and there's some flexibility in attaining a particular objective, then you've caught the eye of the customer. And indeed, customer service is also a key driver of logistics because customers have various needs and requirements which are met at with different variables. Okay, some will be looking at speed, some will be looking at the personnel, some will be looking at, visiting even your warehouse to see how, whether you're following good manufacturing practices or not. That may be the catch word for that particular customer. So customer needs are different. Okay, and so some may even consider the attainment of some data, how quick it is. It's still on speed. Okay, so that decisions can quickly be taken. Globalization, yes, is a key driver. Because now, the world has become like a global village where goods and services can swiftly be shipped, moved, airlifted from one point to the other. So we can use multimodal systems to quickly and swiftly move goods from one point to the other. So their development just as also just in time and product data management, etc., which indeed helps with enhancing the inventory management and warehousing management of various firms. So these are the key drivers and more. There are some more as well, and these would indeed be seen as key drivers. Any questions, please? Any questions? So if I ask you to discuss the key drivers of logistics management and how it influences a firm to be competitive, you should be able to tell me, right?
Right, Doc.
Yes.
Yes, sorry. So I want to understand something here with the key drivers of logistics operations. So with the drivers that you've given, cost, speed, customer service, and all that, is it about the mode of transportation that we are looking at? Maybe perhaps, is it the cost that is going to influence the mode or the speed? I want to understand, is that what we are doing?
So at every point in time, there's cost, right? I'm saying that even cost of the IT is also part of the drivers. All right. The cost of managing the ERP system is not part of the drivers. So you have to juxtapose the cost against what it is bringing to the table. You have to look at the cost of managing the fleet. Are you looking at using brand new cars or trucks, or you're looking at using home secondhand or whatever trucks? That is cost. I'm saying that look at the total cost of ownership. What is that? So if you look at cost alone, there are several aspects that fit into the cost. Even people cost. Which personnel are you using? JSS leavers or first degree people? Is that not cost?
Yes,
The
it is,
cost of.
Doc.
So you see how I'm breaking it down. Then you take procurement. If you don't go through the right procurement, what will happen? That is cost. Procurement is purely about savings. So what procurement strategy are you going to use? You can continue to use sole sourcing as a strategy, no problem. But the one who may be using some other type, such as requesting for quotations from people, so that at the end of the day, they analyze it and realize, okay, this particular entity can be able to serve us better. Which one is better than just focusing on just one company to do the delivery or to procure from? So it's up to you. So cost has several implications and a lot fits into the cost. Managing the fleet is different from managing the fuel. It's different from managing the routes, the channels, even the type of truck which moves from a particular enclave to another is managing cost.
Yes.
You want to move through Nima. If you are moving from, let's say, Paloma, you want to go to Accra Girls, and you want to drive through that take place. And I say take place, I mean, you use the Nima roundabout all the way through to Accra Girls, and you want to use a 40-footer container. When will you get there? So why don't you break it, the bulk, and then quickly go through the other route? What's the name? Is it, what was the name of those streets? Those who know, what's the name of those streets?
Is it N1?
Kanda Highway.
Kaukudi, Kanda Highway, straight. You get to the roundabout, when you get there, you do, whether it's used then is permissible or whatever, you get there. You understand? So it's about efficiency. You're talking about speed. A lot goes into speed. A lot goes into speed. Okay, why are the Chinese bent on using? I mean, everywhere I went to China just about a few months ago. Everywhere you pass, it's about the electric motor, even delivery electric motor, electric. You don't hear anything, just like the ones we see here. But here we are not really accustomed with the electric motors that much. Maybe a few electric cars are around, which, but it will catch on. To catch on. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Are you fine with the explanation, please?
Yes, sir, Doc. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir.
Very well, very well. Okay, so key components of logistics, you have storage, warehouse, and material handling. Boxing that into one. Packaging and utilization, unit load protective packaging, handling systems, etc. You also have inventory. What, where, how much in stock. So here you are talking about stock management, right? Transport, very critical area. Information and control. Okay, so communication, sharing information through various channels, various gadgets, how you are going to design your systems, the control measures in information sharing. How important is controlling communication in logistics, for example? How important is that? Daniel Tete. Isaba, let me help you. What's your surname?
Hello, sir.
Isaba. Saba, what's your surname?
Bonnie. My surname is Bonnie.
Okay, I've changed that for you. All right, yes. So go ahead. What's his name? Is it Adnote? Adnote, go on. Galaxy 832, what's your full name? Galaxy 832, what's your full name?
Hello, Doc. Vinolia Amafutabi.
Your name. Vino, about, I thought so.
It was so.
Amakutabi.
Kutabi.
Okay, at least we have. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yes. Okay, so Percy Hermans, share your thoughts. Then I ask the question. Percy, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Share your thoughts, please.
I just got down from a taxi. Can you
Okay.
please go back for me? I just got down from a taxi.
So I was asking why controlling communication is important in logistics. Anybody can answer. Isaba, did you hear my question?
Yes, I did.
So why?
I'm unable to answer this question very well because my network is going on and off because it's raining every year. So my network is on and off. So I've not gotten much of what has been shared.
No, we can hear you. Communication is communication. You
Yeah, so
communicate.
I'm thinking,
You
I am
communicate.
thinking managing communication here helps you to control how much of information goes out of your company or how much information you are able to get for your company. I am thinking that even though I've not been able to get everything that has been shared here.
What would that do if you're able to control that? And so, what is it?
Okay, so if you are able to control how much information is shared, is shared in the company, I think it will help you manage your logistics very well. If you are able to, I don't know how to put it. I'll come back again.
Just be stable, okay, so that you contribute effectively. Yes. 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 I'm not seeing some hands up. Okay. Whose hand is up? I think I heard. Adobia, was it you?
Hello,
Doc.
Yes, go ahead.
Doc, why information is important? It reduces uncertainty.
I was talking about controlling information and why is that relevant? Why do you control? Okay, so that can also be relevant, that you control so that you avoid uncertainties. And the information sharing, you are indeed making sure that whatever information goes out is the right information. Is that what you mean?
Yes, please.
Okay, Seth, Tete.
Yes, sir. You control information in organization so you don't give your important information to your competitors so for them not to imitate you. Secondly, to also prevent internet fraud. Because people might use your information against you or might use your information to do other businesses which you are not doing yourself. They might do businesses, fraudulent deals by using your company names or your information to do those deals.
Very well. Thank you. Rosita.
Doc, I also think that you control information so that there is synchronization of all information. Like if you are using a ERP system, or in our case, operations management system, all the information is controlled in that system. So anyone that works on it is moving with the same figure, so that there will be no discrepancies with figures, so that things will move smoothly in the supply chain.
Fantastic. And there are protocols, right? It is not every information that you are able to access, isn't it?
No, every level you are and the information you have access to. Yes.
Fantastic. Great one. Rosita, great. All right, Jude, I see you. Okay, Gabriela Asantua Agyeman.
Okay, Doc.
Hello, sir.
I wanted to also add up by saying that controlling logistics equally means monitoring and managing logistics activity to make sure everything goes well as it was planned. Because without control, goods can be lost, damaged, or delayed, or they can be too expensive in a way too.
Hello, sir.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Gabriela. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Mr. Asidu.
Yeah, I also believe that it helps to improve accuracy and efficiency.
How to improve accuracy and efficiency. What does that mean?
Yes, because when you are able to communicate properly, obviously you wouldn't be making certain unnecessary mistakes. So communication also plays a role here.
Network now becomes something else. You explain. So tell us. Right, yeah.
So what I meant was the process also helps to improve accuracy and consistency. And I was trying to say that when information are shared properly, you can ignore a lot of mistakes.
Okay, distortions, right? A lot of noise have to be, taken out. Great.
Hello, sir. Can I come in again?
Isaba, okay, come.
It's also controlling information also helps you to be compliant. That helps you to adhere to compliance measures.
Okay, so then you have to comply. If there are some certain levels, some systems will even give you the access to get some information and all that, so that you comply with the rules and regulations and all that. Okay, great. Yes, Tony.
Please, I also want to say that controlling information helps to reduce communication overload. For instance, too many messages can confuse staff or my slow response. So you control communication, you can ensure only necessary information is shared.
Yeah, fantastic. That's also very good, because then
our letter break is we are sending at 4 o'clock.
Okay, so you recognize that it is important that you control the information that you actually share, so that say certain platforms you don't put certain unwarranted information there, which would indeed distort the flow. Okay, so I think that, okay, Daniel, have the last bite and then we can have our break. Daniel, have the last bite. Okay, looks like Daniel
Okay,
is
sir. Sir, information control, it will lead to a lot of misinformation are not supposed to go.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Hello, can you hear me,
Daniel,
sir?
we can hear you.
Yes, I'm saying information control is very important because it prevents misinformation. There are a lot of times that sometimes if you don't control information properly and it gets to the wrong person, the person might not get all the information accurately, but they might end up passing the wrong information to the rest of the workforce, which will lead to total confusion at the workplace. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah, most welcome. Thank you. Thank you. So on that note, please let's have a break. Do well to enjoy your break. We'll be back 4:30. Thank you. And see you soon.
Okay.
Thank you, Doc.
We are giving at 4:35.
All right, no problems. Yeah, hi. So welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so before we left, I hope you enjoyed your break. Okay, so before we left, we were looking at the key components of logistics, and it includes
Yes, sir.
storage, warehousing, and material handling. We have packaging and utilization. And then we have inventory, what, where, how much to stock. We also have transport. Okay, and then we have information and control, where you look at design of systems. That indeed ensures that you're able to control procedures and forecasts as well. And then you can also look at distribution. Okay, you can also have order processing. You can look at order processing. And then you can also consider some aspects of packaging as well. Okay, with regards to warehousing, there can be different warehouses for different purposes. So those who indeed are into warehousing, you would tell us what it is that would warrant different warehouses and why they actually exist. One thing I know is bonded warehouses. So with that, what happens there? I'm sure that our freight forwarder can help us. Apart from that, there are different types of warehouses, and so we have the privilege to do that. So all these functions must, however, be planned in a very systematic way. Okay, when it comes to order processing, order management, when it comes to release of the products, okay, when it comes to assessing the product, making sure that you indeed inspect the product, and then you choose the appropriate mode. Then you see whether indeed, one mentioned about coaching, whether you require coaching or not, what temperature it is that can enhance the effective transport of that particular product and things like that. So again, you can also consider this aspect where you have various components, raw materials, etc., etc. Okay, and then you look at how it goes through the processes. Some assemblies, you have work in progress, and then they are packaged. Okay, once there's packaging and utilization, then you have finished goods sent into inventory warehouses, and then they can also be distributed to depots, etc. So indeed, you look at it from the procurement point of view, material handling, the distribution, and all that is indeed logistics, because we have looked at the various components of logistics. So objectives of logistics. So, well, I mean, why do we want to ensure that we have logistics as a strategy for which we should have some management of it? What will be the objective? Provide logistics at a least cost because of the reasons I mentioned earlier, that you want to be able to minimize the cost of handling various aspects of the logistics. And so you have to look at which areas that can assure that there is indeed cost minimization. Okay, cost minimization, very important. Cost minimization. Okay, so you have to look at the least cost. You want to reduce conflict and promote cooperation and coordination between subsystems. Okay, and so effective management is key. Okay, time spent at every stage of the change. You want to make sure that you are timeous. You want to make sure that you schedule appropriately with regards to production. Ensure the highest possible level of service. So we have internal customers and you have external customers as well. That has to be recognized, because remember that logistics, you work with all functional areas or all functional units. Okay, it is indeed, if procurement is part of logistics, then we should have a very, great experience with finance so that they can indeed make payments. Hold on, please. Yeah, so it's very important that we consider the highest level of customer service, both for the internal customers and for the external customers. Both are very, very key. Okay, so it's important that that is considered. Again, you want to be able to control and reduce inventory. Inventory is key in the management of logistics. Inventory is key in the management of logistics. Indeed, Tony can attest to that fact. Tony, what do you have to say with regards to managing inventory, especially from where you sit, to control and reduce inventory, or to control? Yes.
Doc, thank you. Well, let me bring this one to a level that we can all understand here. For instance, we load from the base. Okay, we have trucks and then trailers that load from the base. Some are flatbed, some are minivans. Yeah, so at times when we, after loading and we want to go out to go and sell, not all stocks are sold. Not all stocks are sold. So those stocks becomes inventory. And then, so the ones that are kept in the vans operate as a mini warehouse, in quotes. So until we come back, then we load extra ones to top up with what we already have. So in managing inventory, sometimes what I do with my customers is that when they have slow moving products that are not, when I mean slow moving product, that means they are not sold fast. The products are not sold out fast. So I advise them that for it to be taking space in their shops or in their warehouses, they can do that by pairing it with other fast moving products so that it can be sold on early and clear out space. And so doing too, so one thing is about creating space. Secondly, not to keep expired products in their warehouse or in their shops. But when those products go bad, that means you lose money. And most companies, some products have a lifespan of, let's say, 6 months, especially the carbonated soft drinks. Before they were 1 year, but now it's now 6 months. So there was a time that there was a policy that when the product has left it, let's say 3 months lifespan, we can go and collect those items back. Then we refund the money to these customers. Yeah. So as time goes on, things change and we stop we stop taking those items back. So what we do is that we will encourage the customers to pair our slow moving products with a fast moving one so that they sell it out. So that they don't keep space and they also don't get expired at their shops. Thank you very much.
Well, that's an important indicator you have brought in. Any other contribution to that? Controlling inventory? Anyone to share the experience as well? All right. So if that's not, then at least that gives us an overview of controlling inventory and encouraging commitment to quality improvement. Exactly. Exactly. So we are looking at, commitment to quality improvement, ensuring that every aspect, if it is procurement, is quality oriented. If it is ensuring inventory management quality, so quality measures in every aspect to ensure that there is an improvement in the whole processes. So still material management, production, fiscal distribution. So you ensure that there's low cost information being leveraged against more expensive logistics assets such as inventory and all. So you make sure that as much as possible, the whole process is managed adequately to avoid any unacceptable cost overruns. Logistics has time and place utility. So it's important that we ensure that as far as wherever it is that the products are coming from and wherever it is indeed going, it is assured that these places are indeed permissible and acceptable to be able to contain such products. So as far as production is concerned, as far as marketing is concerned, as far as logistics is concerned, all that makes a difference. Okay, makes a difference. So when we talk about the management of logistics, there are some input and outputs that we should be considering. In terms of inputs, you have various facilities, equipment, resources, natural resources. It could also be artificial resources, all being supplied into the system. Again, you have people, you have financial resource, information, all that being part of the input, because you require humans to, even if it is inbound logistics, sometimes you require people to pack or to handle the goods and things like that. You need to make payments. You need to also ensure that the right information is sent. And so those becomes the input variables, okay? So as you put in these, you need to plan, implement, and control that. So indeed, you have raw materials, you have in-process inventory, you have finished products, etc. All that will have to be managed such that it can reach the customers in real time. So what are the activities that would ensure that the customers receive those goods, services, inventory, and all that in real time? It is through customer service, it's through demand forecasting, distribution, communication, managing or controlling inventory, material handling, order processing, parts and service support, procurement, packaging, return goods handling, disposal, transportation, warehousing, and all that. So all that indeed are the logistic activities that happens, set to the extent that when they are adequately managed, then the customer receives the product on time, at the right place, efficiently, right time, appropriately, using the appropriate assets, okay, to transport, appropriate mode, such that they can be competitive in the market. That could be the output of the logistics, that the product gets to the customer on time with the relevant information and as effectively and responsive as possible. Any questions here? Any questions? Okay. All right. So all this indeed is part of what I call logistics, okay? Logistics management or logistics activities. So you see, it is not so simple. It is not very simple. When an order is placed and when the order is received, okay, it is not very simple. Because even before you place an order, look at the kind of communication that happens. Okay. And then once the order is received and processed, mostly there's also, So the lead time, okay, that is called the lead time. The lead time, that is the time between when you place the order and when you receive it. The lead time management is very, very key. Lead time management is very, very key. So when it comes to ensuring that customer service goals are adequately met, we look at it from the planning triangle point of view. So what are we saying? This is more like a triangle, right? So to ensure that customer service goals are adequately met, there's inventory strategy, there's transport strategy, there's location strategy, and all this plays a very, very significant role in ensuring that the customer receives the best as much as possible. But I must say that it goes beyond just these three strategies. Okay, but principally this plays a very key role. So modes of transport, for example, okay, carrier routing or scheduling, the shipment size, consolidating, documentation, etc. So which mode, which carrier, which route, all that is very important in ensuring that we are on the right track. So if it is about location strategy, where? Okay, how many should we have? If it's in the Western region, how many warehouses should we have? Why should we have 10 instead of 5? Okay, so what's the size we should have? Okay, should we consider having same size, standard size, or we can skew it in a bit? Okay, why don't we use public warehouses at some point in time than to construct our own warehouses? Okay, in terms of inventory strategies, what are the control methods? Are we using GIT or we are using ABC method of managing inventory? So it's very important that all these are adequately considered. Okay, so I mentioned that that is not the only aspect. You also have to consider the order processing, okay, warehousing, okay, and things like that. They all play a very key role in ensuring that adequate customer service is realized. So indeed, if you look at the first bit that we have considered, it's quite interesting, in my opinion, that we are able to come up with such a comprehensive discussion on logistics, what it is, various activities that indeed ensure that we have some clarity as far as managing some of these are concerned. Any questions, please? Okay, so in our quest to ensure that we process orders as efficiently as possible, does the receptionist matter? Setete or does he or she matter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let me take, yes, the receptionist master in the sense that, let me take my organization for example. If you walk in and you want particular product from us, you first go to the receptionist, you do the inquiries about the product you want, and the receptionist will maybe take your orders and send it to the cashier for you to pay. And the reception might call you earlier that prepare these goods for this client so that by the time the client paid, the goods will be ready available and to remove the delay in the process. So I think reception sometimes is very necessary.
Okay. Looking at the receptionist, whoever is receiving the orders. Isaac Ajagun, what do you have to say?
Okay, I think in this process, both the logistics and then the supply chain, everyone matters. Because once you put the call through, or even if you walk in, you are definitely going to, the receptionist is going to be your first point of call. And now when you get to the person, after talking to the person, getting the person to know what you want, it's then on the person to forward whatever you so desire to the appropriate quarters for it to be worked on. And then when everything is ready to, if structures are placed, obviously the receptionist will be the same person to call to inform you that probably things are ready for shipment. And so, in my opinion, I think in this chain, everyone matters as well as the receptionist.
But you recognize that we belabor whoever sits behind that desk as a receptionist. We belabor the skill set of that particular person. Meanwhile, that is indeed the triggering point. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, so Doc, that the receptionist plays a key role, and such a person should be well equipped in all ways possible to ensure the efficiency and the effectiveness of work. Because let's say I move to your institution or I move to your office, and then the receptionist comes in. I talk to the person and it goes like, "How may I help you?" No, you are not helping me. I'm the one helping you. Though I need something, if I don't come to you, you will not be able to process or work whatever it is. So I feel there is some kind of education, or we have to get the right people to act as receptionists, not just any other person to act as receptionist, but then the right people who have the right product knowledge and the right information to give whenever a customer walks in or whenever a customer drops a call to find out or to try to get his or her work done.
Very well, but I think that Adobia disagrees.
Oh, okay, so she can critique it so that we move.
Prof, I don't disagree. I think I agree with Ike in the sense that receptionists also form part of the human resources. So we learned in the earlier discussion that logistics management involves dissemination of information and communication as well. And then we know that the main work of the receptionist is communicating and then providing information to customers or whoever walks in to the organization. So they matter in the logistics management. And just like Isaac said, it is important to train the receptionists so that they do their job efficiently and effectively. Thank you.
Yes, so that's indeed well articulated. Somehow, okay. All right, Yasidu.
Hello, sir. I have a question. I wanted to ask, is reception needed when you have a marketer?
Those are only for those of you in your organization. Do you think if you think the receptionist is not important, then you don't have to have anybody at that desk. You should leave the marketers on the field so that when the customer calls in, they will call those on the field rather than somebody sitting at the reception to receive those calls. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, over to you. Yes, Rosita, tell him want to.
Okay, Doc. In our case, since we are the sole marketers of Ghana's cocoa, all of Ghana's cocoa, the most important part of our operation is the marketing department. Hello. Hello.
Yes, we are listening.
Yes, we can.
Okay, my network is messing up. So, in our case, and since everybody knows that in our country the marketing, the buying and selling, exporting of cocoa is in one entity's hand. Our receptionists do not really play any major role in our operations because our buyers are mostly the international cocoa processors, the foreign ones, those in other countries, and the local factories that we deal with. They deal directly with our marketing department. We have a place called the trading room where all of Ghana's cocoa is sold. So, yes, yes, I think they're important because if any call will come through, they don't go straight to the trading room. They pass through the receptionist. The receptionist will then direct your call. So yes, receptionists are very important because when you call, they'll ask you who you want to speak to, the type of business you want to conduct with us, and then if it's worth it, they will just put you through to the trading room or to wherever. So yes, I pull back what I said.
Fantastic, Rosita. Thank you so much for sharing a practical experience. Maybe Saba also wants to add.
Yeah, I think receptionists are also very important. If only you have a working company, if you are dealing with only marketers are always on the field marketing the company or your product. You market to people, they might not buy at that particular moment. They might want to reach out later on. Later on, when they call the office, it's the receptionist that picks the call. When they walk into the office, it's the receptionist that they meet. So even if you have marketers on the field, yes, receptionists are very important.
I hope Jude is listening. Yasmin, add more fire.
Yes, sir. Sir, they are very important because they control who enters the building and who they keep the visitors' records. They keep the visitors' records, which help to protect the workplace.
Okay, that's also another one. Yes, Tony.
Oh, thank you, Doc. Receptionist matters a lot, absolutely. In logistics, even if it is not a frontline shipping, in quotes, it is one of those rules that quietly keeps the system from tripping over itself. They really play a major role. And as some of my colleagues said, they are the first point of contact. So in logistics, people call or visit for others, delivery schedules, inquiries, or complaints. The reception is the first impression of the company. Uh, a well-informed receptionist can provide correct information, and they can also reduce miscommunication and make customers feel confident that their orders are in safe hands. And even though logistics is about movement and storage, there is also paperwork duties, that's delivery notes, invoices, appointments, scheduling, and records. So a good receptionist often organizes and maintains these, keeping the operations going smoothly. And I'll end up by saying that since logistics is not just about moving goods, it's about trust. So a friendly and a professional receptionist can enhance that client satisfaction, which indirectly improves efficiency and loyalty. Because even when, let's say you have an issue with your network or any complaint and you want to call MTN, let me use MTN as an example. And you realize that when you call them, it takes a while before they get you on the line. You even feel frustrated. But now things have changed. They are improving upon their service. So as soon as you place a call, they quickly answer you and even tell you the kind of language you are familiar with, whether you want to speak Tree, Akan, English. So it makes lives become seamless for you all. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great one. Good. Yeah, Jude, add more.
Yes. Doc, so my colleagues have said a lot, but you see, receptionists, they are so important when it comes to dissemination of information for a business. They are the same people that can kill a lot of businesses, no matter how small you see them. And they are the same people that can also enhance information flow. Because as we've already discussed, marketers are on the field. but you are going to have working clients and also people who perhaps based on advertisements, they want to call in to get more information about the company. And so if they are not well trained and they are not there to communicate very well, I think businesses will slow down. So that's my take on that. Thank you.
Very, very well. Very, very well. I see Amexo Jonathan. Amexo. Hello, Amexo. Okay. Amexo is not talking. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I mean, I'm very sure that has indeed gone down well, because it is seen that the one who is playing a very critical role is most of the time belabored. The skill set that is set for such a person is really low. And so if the person, and indeed evaluating their performance is not that stringent. Meanwhile, somebody said they are the face of the whole company. They have all these records. They have to do all manner of documentation. So if you are belaboring that and employing a GSS leaver or something to sit there, then what are you doing to your business? Indeed, that one you should have a seasoned professional to indeed handle that position. Because see, in some instances, every call goes through there. Calls to the CEO or call to whatever, a call into the organization will fall in line with that. And as Jude, the other Jude said, they can either kill or make your business profitable. You understand? So it is something that we should watch as a people. And I think that once we do that, we will be able to maximize our potential. Again, I want to also talk about and you see, sometimes they have to trigger the order processing. So if indeed the order is gotten wrongly, poor communication and all that, there are gaps, what are they processing? What are they going to process? Of course, the wrong product is going to be processed. And that's going to affect everything, because the goods will be returned. And that will be cost. So getting it right the first time becomes very, very important. Getting it right becomes very, very important. Okay. Yes. So any other question, please? Any other question? Okay, great. So why should disposal be part of logistics? Salvage and scrap disposal. Why is it a logistics activity? Why should we even think about it anyway? Yes, Sarah Dembele. After you have spoken, Osman Aladdin. I think you mentioned that you were with Ghana Education Service or something like that. Sarah, are you there? If you are not getting Sarah, then Osman Aladdin. Osman, your network is bad, right? All right, Isaba, please shoot them.
Yes, sir.
Isabella,
Yes, sir.
Hello.
I think scrap disposal is important because it helps you keep an inventory of your stock.
It is scrap and disposal. Okay. All right. It helps you inventory of stock. So why should it be considered that as a logistics activity?
Make a participant. Make up 25.
Okay, Jude. Let's help Isabella.
Hello, Doc.
Yes.
Yes, so I'm going to talk about why disposal is important in logistics management. With disposal, it helps us to free up, let's say, warehouse space, and this also helps reduce cost of let me say holding costs. For instance, I work in a health sector, and the issue of disposal is so important that sometimes you have expired product, expired medicines, which are also kept or quarantined in some parts of the warehouse. If these are not disposed of, sometimes I don't know how come this mistake occurs. We tend to occasionally mix up an expired product with the ones that are not expired. So expired disposal helps to free up space and also reduce holding costs. So that's what I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, freeing up space, reducing holding costs, and things like that. Very great. Yeah, that's very much on point. Yes, Eliza Dodu.
Yes, sir.
Tell us something.
Sir, please, it's important because it helps you discard unwanted materials from your stock.
If you discard, then what? If you discuss what will be what will be its relevance in your operations? Why is it important to discard?
So that wouldn't affect your general stock.
Okay, that's a good try. Okay, Vinolia, I'm a food. Yes, Vinolia.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, please tell us something.
So it is important to discard or take away products that are expired. We need to take them from our stocks so that damages are controlled. For example, let me use where I work. We are dealing with a lot of items. So there are times that some of the products expires without us knowing. So if we are able to locate the expired items and then we take them from the shelves, first, we are able to protect the consumers. And then, in as much as we are protecting the consumers also, we are also protecting the company because a customer wouldn't come to buy and have issues for that issues to now come back to the company and become a bigger problem to us.
Okay.
That's what I can see.
Okay, that's well articulated. Yes, Charles. Charles, what? What's your surname?
Oh, you added it to Charles also up here.
I think you left and came back.
Okay.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
I'd like to add up to what Jude said. In as much as creating the space so that we don't pay for extra spaces to store important stock, it can also serve as a secondary stream of revenue. precisely with the scraps. And also with the commodities like the drugs she was talking about, it also helps to mitigate risk, or it helps in risk management compliance as well. Because if you have expired drugs piled up in a store with drugs that are not expired, mistakenly somebody might go to pick the expired one and give it to a patient. So once you are clear that your store is full of good drugs that have not expired or that are not salvaged, it helps you in a way mitigate the risk aspects of it. Thank you.
Yes, that's also a very good one. Source of revenue as well. Great. Yeah. Isaac, is your hand up or?
Yes, sir. Doc, just to add to this, sometimes by discarding what is gone bad also helps the facility to determine products to stock. Because if, let's say, we stock a product A, or we produce product A that is supposed to go, and then it's being left on the shelf for quite a long time, and we are not coming for it, or it's not being used, and it tells us that going forward, we should be able to have the real numbers, or we should be able to have a projected figures or values for the actual product, such that we will not produce and it will be left on the shelves, or we will not purchase and it will be left on the shelves and it will not be used. And when it happens this way, the facility is able to save some money, so that we don't keep down with the notion that they will come and get, but they don't come. Then it becomes a loss to us. So it also helps to save some costs over there.
Yes, but I'm not hearing anything about the 3
Doc, can I
hours.
say?
Yes, it's
Hello.
about you come.
We are reuse and recycle.
Doc, yes, I've come back again.
Okay, it's about.
It helps you to declutter your warehouse, like create more space in the warehouse. And if the warehouse is more spacious, it reduces hazards and accidents in the workplace. Then you can also recycle some of the things you scrap and also sell them to generate revenue.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yes. Saba is done. Well, Daniel and Jude. Okay.
Yeah, Daniel. This is Daniel.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Hello, sir. Okay.
Daniel.
So it is important for us to discard expired products because one, it depends on the type of product. You could get reimbursement from the supplier. For instance, there was a time we were dealing with West African Refreshment Limited. They were the original producers of Hollandia malt. So because they know that the shelf life of their product is a little less, when it's getting to expiring and you have to tell them, they will come and discard and either replenish for you or give you a replacement for the stock, or even give you the money back. And that is one. Aside that, when you are able to discard your expired product, it helps prevent or tidy up your warehouse. For instance, in Hollandia, for instance, if you leave it and it's expired and it's there, it will bloat and it will dent the other product. You end up losing more. So it prevents further damages of other products. That is what I can say, sir.
Jude, have the last word.
Okay, hello, sir. Please, I wanted to ask a question.
Please go.
Most of my colleagues keep repeating expired products. So I want to find out, why is it that they do have expired products in their warehouse if they keep checking shelf life and stock taking? Why?
I hope the
because
question.
I'm not in a manufacturing entity, but I'm trying to understand why they keep repeating expired products. Because my place, hardly will you see an expired product.
Your place is where?
Yeah, where I work at.
Where?
Gapuma Ghana Limited. It is an industrial chemical company. But because I'm asking that because every week I check my shelf life. Every week I take stock.
For the What kind of chemicals? Is it explosive? What kind of chemicals do you?
Pharmaceutical, industrial, mining, water, throughout, plastics, throughout.
The shelf life for a particular product that you have, the minimum.
All right. Mainly, most of them is between 2 years. And 2 years, within 1.5 years, it should leave my office. Because every week I check the shelf life, every week I do stocking and I take stocks. So I check all these things. So I don't understand why we do experience huge expiring products and that stuff. I just want to understand it.
Yeah, so for those of us who are into that area where you have this challenge,
I want to come in.
Yes, Daniel.
I want to come in. I'm in on the field of retail. So we deal with thousands of products, different kind of products, each and every day. So no matter how you do your due diligence, there are times that one way or the other you might end up having certain expired products. Some of the products have just 3 months shelf life. So before even a product gets you, it's left with about 2 months. So we have these. Sometimes the producers know, and we have this agreement that when you come, the products come, and within 1.5 months it doesn't go. It means therefore that you have to come and take it. Sometimes before you come them to come for it, you call them to come for it, it will take additional 2 weeks. That is how come some of the products will get expired on the shelf. You have to quickly remove it from there. So like you said, yes, sometimes you do, but because of the nature of the business we run, sometimes you definitely have expired products. Thank you.
Very well, very well, very well, very well. Jude, your hand is still up.
I think I'm okay now. I'm okay.
Oh, sorry. On mute. Yeah, please unmute and share with us. Jude, you can unmute. Oh, you are fine now.
All right. Okay, so when the time is approaching for it to expire, why don't they sell it out by reducing the price?
That's also a point. Yeah, that's also a point. Yeah, I mean, there are several strategies in managing inventory. So when we get there, I think that we'll peruse it the more, okay? We'll definitely do inventory management as well. So when we get there, there will be an opportunity for us to share a lot of thoughts on that.
Okay.
All right, so any final thoughts, any question on all that we have done today? If there are any final thoughts?
Yes, sir. So I just want to say something about what my brother said right now.
Okay.
Yeah, there are times that sometimes you even reduce price, but there are certain products that they don't even move. For instance, if there is a product that the supplier is introducing to the market new, he knows that there is tendency for the product to be very sticky. It moves slowly. So sometimes you even reduce the price, but because of competition on the other side, it is very difficult for the same product to move. So no matter what you do, sometimes you get it. That is how come sometimes you still reduce, but sometimes it gets expired on the shelf. Thank you.
Exactly. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Seth, Tete.
So I just want to add to what we are discussing. I just want to say sometimes it's not about the product being expired, but maybe us at the time they are producing, there's some defect, so we have to dispose it off totally. So it is not all about the product getting spoiled. Maybe defect from the onset when the production is going on, there's defect, so we need to dispose it off.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The last, Tony.
Thank you, Doc. Handling products that are nearing expiration is one of the most critical tasks in logistics, particularly my place. What we do is that we do tracking and monitoring expiring dates. For instance, the use of the inventory management system, the ERP. So that is used to flag product approaching their expiry.
Great.
Then we also use the batch tracking. So every shipment or batch should have a recorded manufacturing or expiry dates. This helps to identify which items need to be prioritized. Then we also have a system that we use, the FEFO, that first expire, first out. So the principle is that we will sell or dispatch the items that expire sooner first,
Fantastic.
regardless of when they arrive in stock.
Exactly.
So this is slightly different from the FIFO, the first in, first out.
Exactly.
So because oldest product isn't always the one expiring soonest. That's why we use that approach. Then we also segregate and then the storage. So items that are near expiry date, we separate them from the main stock to avoid accidental dispatch.
Very well. So, Tony, we will definitely look at the inventory management, and we would indeed draw on your experience as well when we actually get there. We are still getting there, and I'm very excited about the kinds of experiences all of you are sharing. Really, thumbs up to all of you. So on that note, we'll end our class today. If I don't cut it now, we would not end. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, and I wish you the very best of evening. See you next week. Take care.
Okay, thank you,
Bye.
Doc.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, Doc. Enjoy your Valentine.
Have a nice Valentine's evening.
Carefully.
Wishing me Valentine. What's the meaning of that one? These days, we don't take those things lightly like that. That's just by the way.
Happy Chocolate Day.
Bye.
Hello, Esiedu.
Yeah, hello.
Mr. Esiedu, please, are you here?
Yes, please.
I would like to have the list of the logistics student, the 2026 for your group.
Oh.
So can you organize your members well and give me a list of their names with their index numbers? Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us. Then I think tomorrow you are having research methods.
Yes.
Okay. So kindly join the link tomorrow, the appropriate link.
Sure.
Okay. You'll be meeting ACR.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. Thank you very
Mr.
much.
Tony, Mr. Tony, aren't you having any class tomorrow?
Come again.
Aren't you having any class tomorrow, Mr. Tony? Don't you have class tomorrow?
Please come again.
I'm asking if you don't have class tomorrow.
You have a class.
You.
Oh no, I don't have a class. I don't have a class tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, so you are meeting Dr. Isiatre, I mean, for logistics alone.
Okay.
For logistics and supply chain,
Yes, okay.
2026.
Yes. It's a general
You
combined
are
class.
meeting,
Okay.
yes, a combined class. So you are meeting Dr.
Yes.
Isiatre. We have done ours last year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We are doing our thesis.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Dr. Isiatre will go through with you on that course. Okay.
We are grateful.
Yeah. Is there any question you want to ask again?
Yes. Yes, Tony. Hello.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
I wanted to find out why is it that what we printed as our courses, they are having different course code as compared to the timetable.
Okay. Different course codes.
Yes.
If you observe our timetable very well, okay, let's begin from here. what we did today, the morning and this afternoon session, please follow that. Okay. Are you with me?
Yes.
Please follow that to avoid any confusion. Follow the course we did this morning and this afternoon. And then the
Okay.
one you'll be doing tomorrow. Kindly observe them. Then
Okay.
henceforth, just go through it. Like that. Don't join any other group. Just continue where we started from. Okay.
All right.
You see, the course is structured in a model.
Oh,
So
okay. So it can
this
change.
yeah, so this model we are currently doing, we haven't done it before. It's a new model for all of us. Okay.
Okay.
Those that we have done, you are yet to do them.
All right.
So the course is structured in a model. So please don't be confused about the course code and the course title. Just observe what we've done this morning and today. It goes on and on until we end the session. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So keep your attention.
Mr. Tony.
Yes, sir.
Okay, looking at things, it seems we January intakes are doing 3 courses
Yes,
for
you are
this
doing
semester.
yes, you are doing what we did this morning, and then the course we just ended, and then tomorrow's course, the research method.
Okay,
That's I said
but
earlier.
we haven't registered one, the one that we did in the morning.
Um,
So I
I
don't
think
know how we are going to take exams on that. I just want to.
just access the link tomorrow. Just access the link, the one that you are doing now. Okay, access the link. In the course of time, management will rectify that. They will do. We didn't do our own registration. It's the institution that does the registration for us. Okay,
Okay.
so they will address it. Okay, so
Okay.
yours is to attend lectures on when it is time.
All right.
And for this lecture that we ended, it is only for logistics students. We are not doing with the supply chain. They are doing
Yes. Yes.
course.
Yes.
So always observe your timetable or which course you are doing, which lecture is taking you, so that you don't mistakenly join any other lecture, else you are going to mix it.
All right.
Please, I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah,
Yes.
hello, Tony.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to repeat almost the same thing. So it doesn't matter even if the title is strategic supply chain or supply chain analysis, something, it doesn't matter.
I'm not saying what I'm saying is that you see, to this morning you did strategic.
Yes.
You did logistics. So continue like that. You are doing strategic and logistics. You are not doing any other course.
Oh.
Okay, but the timetable given to us, that's why I said it's a model. We are all doing this together. Whether we are 2026 or 2025, we are all doing this together, except the research methods.
All right.
So for the mistake on the course code, they will address it. Okay.
Okay.
So henceforth, just observe the timetable, what we are doing now. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Now, please, as I said, I will need a list of your members.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Hello, Master Richard.
Hello, my brother.